Coach, thank you very much for your time. What a game you had against Algeria yesterday. At the end of the 90 minutes, how will you sum up the game you played against the Algerians?
I think it was a very beautiful game. Looking at the way we played out from the back, trying to link up through the middle of the park and then go direct to the center forwards or to the wings and then create the chances to score, which actually worked very, very well for us in the first half. I think in the second half, we lost our steam a bit, we lost our focus, and then we allowed Algerians to come in and they were able to equalize those two early goals that we scored. But then, apart from the score line, I think on the whole, in terms of performance itself, I think the boys did very well. They played well as individuals and they played well as a team.
Do you agree with claims that you should have finished the game in the first half?
Absolutely. We created a lot of chances that were easy to score than to miss. So many of them. So if people are saying that we should have, finished the game in the first half, I affirm to what they have said. We created a lot of chances. We were in total control of the game in the first half. Defensively and offensively, we were in control, created the chances. We should have finished them in the first half.
Your penultimate friendly match before you came to Morocco was against Cote d'Ivoire. In a game you won by 4 goals to 0. In the first half you scored two, and the second half you scored two. Were you carried away by that scoreline that you wanted to get more goals against Algeria yesterday?
Not at all. We were not. We only had hope that per how the first half had gone, we could still score again in the second half, just to make sure that we put the game to bed. So that was our intention. But then, unfortunately, I think we lost our structure defensively in the middle of the park. We're not that compact. And then we couldn't also defend most of the long balls that were played. So actually, that also made us to lose most of the first balls and the second balls. And then they were able to take advantage of that and then come into the game. So to me, we were not carried away by the score in our game by Ivory Coast. But then it was just an element of lots of focus in there that actually resulted in us, giving away the two goals.
Your number 8, Eric Adejemfi, emerged the man of the match of the game, scoring a goal that could, contest for the goal of the tournament. How will you describe the goal?
A very beautiful goal. This is a goal that is scored by genius, people who have vision on the field of play. If you look at the way he received the ball, he had already seen the goalkeeper off his line. And the technique execution was just fantastic, just superb. Everything about the technique execution was spot on. So if you realize, just as he himself kicked the ball, he started running towards the sideline because he knew everything was correct about the execution. So it's a beautiful goal, and as a young, boy scoring a goal of such caliber, I think it's good for his image, it's good for his confidence, and I think that this will propel him to look for more goals for the team, to help the team qualify from the group and move on.
Finally, before we go, we have two games to go against Senegal and against South Africa. What's going to be your approach to these games, having had the opportunity of watching them, especially Senegal that you are playing on Sunday?
I think if you look at what the Senegalese play against South Africa, they are very technical, they are very physical. What we realized was that if we give them the time and the space on the ball, if we do a lot of space marking and zonal marking, they will punish us. We need to go up and close on them, tight marking, make sure that they don't really have the ball facing us with space in front of them. Because all their midfielders, their frontliners, all of them are technically good. They can do a lot of draws. They can do a lot of underlaps. They can break the lines. So we've already engaged the boys this afternoon at a video session. And then if you look at the training we even did today, a component of that was part of the training we did today. So we've seen them. Tomorrow we'll come and continue, make sure that we get our defensive shape right. For the offensive shape, I don't think we have any issues with that. We stay very expansive. Everybody knows what to do with the ball. But then when we don't have the ball, that is where I think we need to work on a little bit. And we've spoken to them, we've shown them videos, and we are training on it. If you look at the training we did today.
Final question for you, coach. Senegal lost their first game. So, what kind of game are you expecting from them?
A very close game, very, very hot game, high tempo game. Temperaments are going to be high. The tempo is going to be high. The intensity of the game is going to be high. So we need to get ready mentally. We need to get ready physically to run throughout the 90 minutes with and without the ball. Because if they lose, they are out of contention. They are out of the tournament and probably out of qualifying to the World Cup. Similarly, if we also don't do well, if we also lose this game, it means that our hands or our chances will be in the hands of our last game, the opponents of the last game that we are going to play against, which is South Africa. And we don't want to get into that stage. So we have to go all out, mentally and physically. We need to go all out. And if you look at the body language of the players, it's clear that they are ready.
Thank you very much, coach.
Welcome.